Hey guys, welcome your faces back to Sprocket. This right here is my German 4-cannon tank destroyer, and it's honestly pretty good. If you guys want to check out the video where I built this, check out my previous video. But anyway, today we're going to be building something different. It's going to be a World War I, World War II-esque vehicle, so interwar, and it's going to hopefully look pretty good. So let's go ahead and jump straight into it and get something built. Alright, so let's get to building straight away, shall we? We're going to make this video a little bit different to normal, by the way, because we're actually going to go ahead and get the hull in like a nice shape to begin with, and then I'm going to go ahead and add the details afterwards, just so the video isn't super long. Anyway, let's go ahead and go to mobility straight away, go to fenders, and get rid of those. I'm then wanting to do the tracks, and I feel like this is going to be kind of strange, but hopefully you guys will like it. So, the idler wheel is actually going to be pretty big. We're going to go for something along the lines of that. We're then going to go ahead and have pretty much only one of these, if possible. And essentially it's going to line down just like that. What we're going to do from there is make the sprocket wheel a little bit bigger, if we can. Where is it? Here we go. Diameter of the sprocket wheel is going to be quite large, and we'll drop it down to there. Essentially, I want it to look sort of banana-y. Okay, how are we going to do that? Well, I want to move these guys backwards a little bit, just like that, and honestly, that's looking pretty good so far. Alright, so what I'm thinking we do is we actually make the road wheels very small, just like this, and if I can, I want them all the way backwards. Unfortunately, that's not really working out, so how do I go about doing this? Maybe I could do it in groups? Maybe that'll allow it to work a little bit better? I don't really know, so spacing on the groups? I don't know. I don't know what's best for this. I have no idea, but yes, something along the lines of that looks actually pretty good. So, if we make the diameter a little bit bigger... Whoa, what is going on there? No. All right, there we go. Sort of banana-y. That looks really weird to me, but I think I kind of like it. So if we go ahead and add some spacing in between these... Oh, why does it keep adding that at the front? That's really annoying, but maybe if we change the length of this... Oh, God. I've made it worse. I've made it worse. What's going on? All right, so I think I'm actually going to go ahead and leave it like this. It might look good. It might look bad. I'm not entirely sure, but it's how I want it to be. So... let's go ahead and add some more details to the tracks, and then we'll go ahead and build the body. Alright, so there we go. That is essentially how we're going to leave it. If we spawn this in, it actually is level, so I think we're good. Honestly, though, when this thing starts driving, it's going to be really, really strange and not really work too well, but that's fine. Alright, so I've gone ahead and made the actual body of this very, very tiny because this is going to be extended out to the sides and made bigger so that it actually fits directly inside of this hole. So in order for that to take place, I've actually gone ahead and pushed all of these guys in a little bit so we have some space for this to actually go on there. What I'm also going to do is actually change the track segments to look like this, and I'm going to make it slightly fatter as well. So we're going to make these, I don't know, maybe 100. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. The length of them is then going to be increased, so again, they look normal. And maybe 100 is actually a little bit too big. Maybe 75. There we go. That looks sick, actually. I really like that. Nice. Alright, so before we do anything else, let's go to compartments and drag this guy inwards. And then we're going to go ahead and start working on the actual body of this thing to try and make it look nice. Okay, so let's make it so we can actually see where the tracks are and extend this upwards. There we go. So this is essentially going to go all the way up to there, and that is mighty fine. From there, we're going to go and extend these guys backwards just like this, and essentially that's going to come all the way backwards to around there. From there, we're going to go down to this guy, and I think I'm actually going to go and extend all of this. So I'm going to do something along the lines of that. From there, we're going to go ahead and drop this guy down a little bit. There we go. And I guess backwards a little bit too. So I'm going to drop this all the way backwards to there. I'm going to do this guy inwards. There we go. And this guy downwards slightly. Sure. I am sort of thinking this is a little bit too big though. So what I want to do is grab literally like every bit of this if I can. I don't really know how this is going to work. And I'm essentially wanting to send this all the way forwards to about there. Maybe even further actually. Let's go all the way forwards to about here. That's fine. And then I'm thinking this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy can be sent to about there as well. Okay. I think this wants to go even further. Not gonna lie. So send it all the way to there. Very nice. Okay, then what we're going to do is drag this guy upwards, so it looks a little bit more normal. Same with this guy, and I guess same with this one. Yeah. Also, side note, if you guys know what tank I'm sort of basing this off, let me know in the comments down below. It'll be interesting to know whether you guys see a resemblance or not. Also, side note, we are actually going to go and extend this guy out to the side a little bit more, so that hopefully that looks a little bit more normal. I think it does. Okay, so from there, what are we going to do? Well, I'm actually just going to go and extend this guy out to the front, just like this. There we go. We're then going to try and make it all the right shapes, if possible. So grab this guy and this guy. Bring it all the way forwards to there. It looks a little bit too high at the minute, but I guess that's somewhat fine. I'm going to try and grab each of these and do this. There we go. And I think that actually looks pretty good so far. What I'm going to do from there is grab these guys, send that backwards a little bit further. And yeah, not too bad. Alright, so this bit might give it away a little bit, I'm not sure. But what I'm going to do is grab each of these guys. No, just this one, actually. Extend this guy upwards, just like this, and we are going to angle it all the way in. So it's actually going to do this to around there. Yes, that looks weird, but it's what I want. Alright, so from there, what are we going to do? Well, I'm going to try and design the body at the back. Essentially, this is going to be quite large and kind of a weird shape, but it's going to work, I think. So if we extend this guy out to the sides just a little bit, it's going to overhang the tracks just slightly. We're going to go ahead and do this. So it's like kind of a cooler shape. There we go. And I think this is just going to get extended upwards. So let's drop this down slightly to around there. We're then going to extend it upwards a little bit to around here. And I think that's pretty much going to be it. It's very weird, but I think it's going to work. Alright, so that is the main base shape of the vehicle that we're going for. I'm now going to go ahead and try and add a bunch of decoration to this, make the body look a little bit nicer, and then we'll get back to you from there. Alright, so this is where we are currently at. I've gone ahead and patched up the actual sides where the tracks are, and honestly I think that looks pretty good. I've also actually added this huge, massive... I don't know what this is, I really don't. But I kind of like the fact that it's all just random jumble of stuff. It's a random jumble of stuff. Anyway, up here we're going to have the gun be on this side, we're going to have the driver be on this side, we're going to have a bunch of rivets literally everywhere, because it's essentially going to be a World War I tank with... I don't know, World War II capabilities, I guess? Oh, I don't know, in between anyway. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and add loads of rivets now, and hopefully it'll look good in the end. Also, I am going to try and add some sort of weird panels to this to try and make this bit look a little bit nicer. Okay, I think it's time for an update. This is where we are currently at. I've added some massive rivets all around the actual main body piece. I've actually put these little indents into the sides because I thought these looked kind of cool. I might actually extend this one to be upwards a little bit, but at the same time, I actually don't mind it being the way that it currently is. They're a little bit wonky. I think this one needs to come upwards slightly, and maybe this one would then as well, and then that bit as well. But yeah, overall, this is actually looking pretty good. All of this actually looks pretty nice too. I'm going to add the driver's view very soon, and then together we'll add the actual gun, and the gunner's sight and stuff like that. But yes, this is where we are currently at. The next thing that I'm going to do is actually add some vents across here, because that's where our engine is going to be located. Alright, and we are back. I've added some more details. We've added some doors. We've added a storage on the back. We've added a door on the back, some more handles and stuff like that. We've added a commander's cupola to the top and some lights to the front, as well as some other things that I can't remember whether they're there in the previous bit or not. But anyway, what we're going to do now is add some little machine guns and add a gun into there. Alright, so first things first, let's go to the machine guns and add them to, I guess, both sides. Although, no, we can't do them on both sides. One's going to go there, and one is going to go here. And it would be nice to add one here, but unfortunately, we don't really have the space. So it's actually going to be on a diagonal right there. We got 3 machine guns. That's kind of cool, actually. From there, we're going to go ahead and go to firepower, go to mantlets. And yeah, we're just going to use one of these guys, shove it straight onto there just like this, and that's going to be where our gun goes. What size is our gun going to be? Probably 37 millimeters, but actually maybe 57. There we go, let's go with 57 mil. There we go. We'll increase the propellant length to be something like 275. There we go. And yeah, to me, that is it. That is how I want to leave it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get ourselves some ammunition, yes, and we're going to shove that in here, just like this, and there is going to be so much of it, it's going to be crazy. So go ahead and push it into there, let's go ahead and turn it around, just like so, and push it in. There we go. Beautiful. Shove it into there just like that. Nice. I might actually put it a bit further in. That's fine. And now we should be able to shoot the gun. Although we actually need a gunner's sight first. So let's go ahead and find one of those. There we go. I'm actually going to go ahead and shove it straight onto the top of this. Just like that. And I might actually bring it outwards a little bit too. So we can actually see a little bit better. Fire! Yeah, nice. Alright, cool. Now that we've done that, let's go to gun mount. And give it some azimuth. So it can go from side to side. 4.7 to minus 4.7. So we can actually aim a little bit to the left and a little bit to the right with this thing. Which makes this so much more useful. That is awesome. Look at it. It's sick. So yeah, it doesn't look exactly how I wanted it to look, but it does look pretty good. So I'm really, really happy with this. One thing that I haven't actually added to this thing just yet that I do want to add is actually some exhaust like this. Unfortunately, I don't really know where I can add it. So I'm thinking of putting it on there like this. If I then angle it like that, and I shove it across to the other side, I think this will actually look pretty good. So I'm going to try and add it somewhat to the outside, drop it down so it's actually right there, and I think I'm going to leave it just like that. It is interacting a little bit, which isn't the best, but maybe we can like squidge it down and have it just be on the side. That looks pretty good. Yeah, you know what? I actually really like that. So we're going to go ahead and leave those guys right there like that. And I am very happy with the tank that we have designed. Also, it doesn't really look like the thing that I've designed it around, but you can definitely tell there is inspiration there. Okay, so I guess it is now time to actually save this thing. It is going to have 0 armor, literally none. And we're going to go ahead and put it into a battle and see how well it does. Alright, here we go. There are 6 of my tank versus 6 of the enemy. Honestly, this thing is actually really slow, and I do want it to be a little bit better than that. So let's go ahead and increase this to be 8 cylinders instead. There we go. It should be a little bit better now. I could change the gear ratios too, but I'm not going to do that. So it is 6 versus 6. Let's go ahead and aim up the hill. Oh, we have got stuck. That is something that might happen quite a lot with this thing. And because of that, we're actually going to go to the transmission. And we're going to make this something like 10. I don't care if it's very, very slow, because it sort of should be. It's pretty much a World War I tank. So, yeah, let's see how it does now. Apparently, the environment has just killed one of the enemies. Okay, let's go ahead and aim at this guy. And shoot! Nice, he's dead. Excellent, that was pretty good. Alright, there's another enemy coming in over there. Alright, he's dead too. Apparently, this gun is going to one-shot all of the enemies. That's insane. Oh, that's that over the hill? What's that over the hill? That is not how it goes. I just missed by 1,000,000 miles, but he got shot by someone else. Excellent. There's a guy over here. Let's go ahead and shoot him. There we go. Very nice. And I guess the last tank is actually the boss tank over there. Let's go ahead and shoot him next. Also, I am going to change the color of this and add the little decal to the front, because I think that's really cool. So I'll do that in a second. Alright, can we get up this hill is the question. Honestly, I feel like it's going to take forever to get up there, but I do think our engine is strong enough and our gear ratios are going to allow us to do it. So, as long as we get up there, we should be good to turn into the enemy and hopefully shoot him in the side and murder him. That's what I want anyway. Uh-oh, he's killing my friends. That is not what I want. No! Alright, let's drive forwards, turn into this. Here we go. See if we can see him from here, which we can. And he is dead. There we go. Yeah, this tank is working out, actually. Pretty good. Alright, so we're going to do livery. I don't really know what kind of color I want this to be. Probably like a bluish green. So let's do that. Brightness down. There we go. Saturation down a little bit. Kind of the right color, actually. That's kind of what we want. And then we're going to go ahead and get one of these. It's not quite the right color because it should be the other way around. Should be white, red, white. But, yeah, we're just going to go and shove this onto here. Let's make it very long. Very long. There we go. Send it out to the sides a little bit like this. Send it backwards to around there, I suppose. I'm going to try and hit it off both of them. There we go. Very nice. And, yeah, that's how I want to leave it. Very good. Okay, the other thing that I wouldn't mind doing is actually using this that I've got right here as the interior bit of this. Yes. So that it actually looks like it goes into somewhere. It might be really weird to do this, but I'm going to try. And there we go. I mean, I don't think that looks quite right, actually, now that I'm looking at it, but it doesn't look too bad. I do wish that I'd done that bit a little bit better, but never mind. We are in the situation we're in, and that's okay. Let's go ahead and see if we can actually win against these tanks. They are slightly different to the other ones, and I do think they've got a little bit more armor. So this could actually be a bit more of a challenge. That guy's dead. Alright, cool. There is actually a guy on our left that we do need to take out next. Let's go ahead and turn into him if we can. Here we go. Although I am the lead tank, so this is probably a bad idea. I'm totally side on. Alright, here we go. Shoot down there. Maybe that'll go through. Oh, this is going through, but it's not killing him. He's like on fire and everything, but he's not dead. Come on, die! He must be dead already. I'm not sure. But anyway, my driver's been killed, and we are on fire, so we got some serious issues. Right, okay. Let's go ahead and try and take out the enemies while they shoot us in the side. Okay, just to the right of their turret, of their actual main gun, seems to be the weak spot. They seem to die in one shot there. Uh-oh. It's us versus that guy. This is not good. Okay, so there is obviously the boss tank left over at the end. I have got myself stuck on a hill right here. And this tank does get stuck quite a lot because of the way the wheels are done, which is kind of annoying. In fact, it's very annoying. But there's not much I can do about it. So, let's go ahead and drive us in. Here we go. If I can get over this hill, that'd be fantastic. Excellent. No, I'm stuck. Yeah, so this will get stuck quite a bit. Purely down to the fact that the wheels are the way the wheels are. But yeah, that's fine. Anyway, let's go back to this. I do think this is kind of ugly. So I might actually get rid of all of these. So let's get rid of that. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. And this one. And this one. And there we go. Also, the color I just think is a little bit ugly as well. Even though I think it is sort of the right color. So saturation's going to go down. Brightness is going to come up a little bit. And actually, I think that looks a little bit better. The hue could be more green. You know what? Let's go with that. That looks way better. So yes, this is the World War I/World War II interwar tank that we have built, and I actually really like it. Let me know in the comments down below, again, what you guys think it's based on, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.